Courtney, you're the love of my life. You've been the best friend I could ever ask for. You're the answer to years of prayers. You're my beauty, my lady, and my soulmate. I vow to spend the rest of my life working towards being the husband and man that you deserve. I vow to love you unconditionally, to be strong when and where you're weak, to always be in your corner, to always have a shoulder for you to cry on and a hug to comfort you with, to cheer for you when you're kicking butt, to pray over you and our family, and to love you when it's easy and when it's tough. In a couple of hours, you'll finally be my wife. But you've continued to be my person, my best friend. My life is so much better with you, and you make everything more fun.
Never thought I'd find the perfect man for me. I spent years praying, searching, and yearning for God to bring my person into my life. But God's timing is perfect, and He knew we both needed to grow before we came into each other's lives. I thank God every day for making me wait for the time of solitude where I became closer to Him so I could prepare myself to be a wife, to be your wife. And as He read that letter over 2 years ago, I just can't help but look back and know that God was just smiling down on us and just knew that this was our time. God in His timing was perfect. And Dalen, as your soon-to-be wife, I promise to love you unconditionally, to trust and honor you and follow where you lead, to devote myself to you and put your needs above my own, to not go to bed angry with you, and to try to set aside my pride during arguments, to help you in your journey to heaven and your relationship with God, and to be there for you in times of trials and always stay by your side. Most of all, Dalen, I promise to be your best friend, your adventure partner, and your #1 fan.
Courtney, I promise to love you.
And commit to you my whole life.
And commit to you my whole life.
I promise to be there for you when you need me.
I promise to be there for you when you need me.
To be honest with you.
To be honest with you.
To be faithful to you.
To be faithful to you.
And you alone.
And you alone.
And to walk through the valleys of life together.
And to walk through the valleys of life together.
Just as we will stand atop the mountains together too.
Just as we will stand atop the mountains together too.
Dalen, I promise to love you.
Dalen, I promise to love you.
Commit to you my whole life.
Commit to you my whole life.
I promise to be there for you when you need me.
I promise to be there for you when you need me.
To be honest with you.
To be honest with you.
To be faithful to you.
To be faithful to you.
And you alone.
And you alone.
And to walk through the valleys of life together.
And to walk through the valleys of life together.
Just as we will stand atop mountains together too.
Just as we will stand atop mountains together too.
I am happy to pronounce you as husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
You have always been such a ball of fire, and I believe anyone who knows you can attest to that. From a young age, you approached everything with so much energy and determination. Whether it was sports, going through vet school, any hobby that you choose every single week, you always go at it with full force, and I've always admired that about you. We always knew that in His timing, God would place a man in your life that would be perfect for you. Someone to be your best friend and biggest supporter, your gym buddy and jiu-jitsu partner. Someone to understand and help you through the bad days and smile and laugh with you through the good days. And someone who loves/tolerates Gus as much as you do. When I first met Dalen, I thought, my gosh, he's so quiet. I don't know about his accent, what's this guy all about? But over the past few years, I have learned these things about Dalen. One, he has a huge, incredible, beautiful family that Courtney loves and already feels so welcomed into. Two, he can in fact be louder. Three, he is super intelligent, driven, and has a heart of gold. And lastly, and most importantly, he absolutely adores my sister.
We were the closest growing up because there's 2 siblings in between us. But in the last couple of years, we've gotten a lot closer. And a big part of that time getting closer with Dalen has been through bonding over UFC, hunting, and then him trying to give me gambling picks that I always lose. And me doing the same for him. But yeah, Dalen has been a great role model for me my whole life. He taught me what to do and what not to do. But some things I admire about Dalen and I think will make him a good husband is his hard work ethic. From working on the farm growing up to spending a lot of time at school getting his PhD. He's shown resiliency through that, going through all that schooling, and I know he will serve Courtney as a loyal husband.
My advice for marriage: love every day. Never forget to say I love you. Talk every day. Spend time with each other every day. And probably the most important thing, forgive each other every day. It's not easy. There's days that it's not easy, but please just forgive each other, because she can be a testament. I'm not always the nicest man, and I'm not, but 31 years together, and I think she's gonna keep me.
When we finally got to meet Dalen, it was just, yeah, you could tell that God did his thing and knew what, his plan and his time, and that's exactly what it was. Is those two were meant for each other, and you could see it. You could see it early on that they were absolutely meant for each other, and I just love the way that they look at, well, just like that. I like the way they look at each other, right? You can just tell that they love each other and they're meant for each other. There's some other clues that David was the man. I mean, he was the guy. He moved you not once, but twice, right? And Mom and Dad wouldn't do that. She asked us to keep her dog for the summer. Mom and Dad said, no. Dalen did that. And I said, wow, okay, this is it. This is going somewhere. This is the guy. And sure enough, yeah, like I said, God's plan, God's time.